welcome back to, hopefully, the part that you've been waiting for. The part where the Linux Gamecast crew, I guess, maybe.
Trio,
the Trine. Oh, it could happen.
We're the three amigos.
Continuously get interrupted while I'm trying to explain how we do this. This is the segment where we throw some chairs, and by chairs, I mean lawn chairs, at one particular game. This week, it is Gravi. Now, Gravi is an intense puzzle platformer that will test your tolerance for pain. Shoot and swing your way towards victory as Gravi, an adorable blue ball of energy. But more importantly, how do we do this? How is it made? Well, let's give you some categories here. We have 3 main categories. Big one, makes for the working. Now, we're all on different distributions. I'm on Ubuntu. Jordan's on Fedora.
Yes, and Pedro is on Fuduntu.
Fuduntu, man. Learn to say it.
Yeah, well, it's not. Category 2, shiny in sounds. That's basically how does it look? How does it sound? And number 3, I always like to say, is our subjective category, which is just our personal experiences with the game itself. Now, how do we rate these? Well,
using the brand new metric of lawn chairs.
Chairsplanation, I think. Maybe we need to break this down. 1 chair is nope. And nope means don't bother with it for now. 2 means, check it out. Might be worth your time. 3, self-explanatory. Shut up and take your money. You sure to be buying it. Why are you still listening to what we have to say? Just go ahead and make it happen. Does that sound fair, guys?
That sounds fairish.
Yeah, sounds good.
Meh. So, does it make with the working?
Well, let's just fire this trailer up. And as I said, this is Gravi. This is the alpha version of it, available on Desira for $5.99 from Hashbang Games. I've already told you that it's an intense puzzle platformer. Death is guaranteed, but does it make with the working? Well, on this end, I absolutely got to give it 3 chairs. Worked out of the box, being a Unity game. Didn't have an issue with it. Master Sveng?
Well, it's Unity, so at least it's going to run, and this one did. And it worked, so 3 chairs.
Boom. Goes the chair of might. Pedro?
Well, just to screw with the metric, last week was Venn adding that little asterisk to his score. It does run out of the box because it's Unity. But, like Venn said, death is guaranteed, and every time the little blue ball died on my end, it crashed. It sent me right back to the desktop, so I can only give it 2 chairs.
Pedro, you always have some problems with blue balls dying, don't you?
Hey, I wasn't the one who
Fortunately,
popped the
in
blue
his
ball.
abdomen. But you break that down, 3, and 2. So, with makes for the working, that's going to give us a grand total of 2. Simple maths. But
math.
Up next for this thing, as we watch a bit more of the trailer, shiny in sounds. Now, it's shiny. I think it looks great in some places. It's a bit shite in others. Guessing that being an alpha, there's still a lot of placeholder art in here because you run across some very jarring examples of these nasty graphics mixed in with some really nice looking ones. The atmosphere, there's sounds to it. I mean, nothing that's going to tie you into it. The shiny part, wasn't a huge fan of the graphics control. I was only getting about high 50s, 50, 57 frames per second in 1080p with everything set to, I kid you not, quote-unquote awesome.
Awesome.
But, all that said, giving it 2 chairs, because that's what it deserves.
The game looks fine for what it is. I mean, I didn't see any real issues with it. I guess I didn't really notice any of the out of place textures. I was more focused on not dying. But I mean, for what it is, it looks fine. I mean, it's balls flying around a screen. You can't get too graphically intense, so I'm gonna give it 3 chairs.
You say 3 chairs.
3 chairs.
Okay, that's 2 and that's 3.
The P-Man.
Yeah, pretty much what Jordan said. One thing that kind of bugged me was there any background music though?
I don't recall.
Me either.
Didn't I heard some noises, but when you mentioned that, the atmosphere just really didn't strike me. But
yeah, but like I said, it fits, and keep in mind this is an alpha. I would not be so forgiving with an actual finished release game.
so it's like a final
but it's
version.
an alpha.
You would be a bit more hard on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So gets 3 chairs for me.
3 chairs. Here we go again. 3 and 2 for the shiny and sounds. That's going to bring us
DOS.
2. Not bad. I think it's doing pretty good so far.
So far, yeah. So what about the controls and the funness of it, Venn?
Oh man, the controls
Sock it to me.
and the funness. We'll just have to play this again, because I did not have this experience. Now I like the pre-rendered scenes. Let's see if we can just jump into a bit of gameplay. Alright. Not my experience, man. Not at all. I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong, how to play this, because my little ball testicles were flying everywhere for no apparent reason. Sticking to walls is ball testicles, or off to do, I call them baby Vins. Myself, I got through the first 4 levels with a strategy I called randomly clicking the out of everything. Made it though, so it's nice to know that it can be defeated that way. For the most part, I was, just genuinely, hey, what's going on with the He-Man type thing. And like I said, the ammo randomly flying away and spooging, sticking to the walls, which was, in all honesty, after talking with you guys, only affecting my platform, which is Ubuntu 12.04 LTS 32-bit, which is the platform I always like to say, if it doesn't work on this, you're doing it wrong. So, keep in mind this is the alpha. I gotta give it 1 chair. Just uno.
See, all these problems that Ven's talking about, I don't have, and I'm on Fedora 64-bit. The game was fun enough. I mean,
Jordan, I don't think you talked how great Fedora 64-bit is.
I love it. If I could marry a Linux distribution, I would marry Arch, but I would cheat on it constantly with Fedora 64-bit. Arch. As she prefers to be pronounced. But yeah, the game is fine. It kept my attention for a while. It reminds me a lot of Dust Force in the way that I play it, and in the way that it sort of grabs my attention. It's something I would play if I had a lot of time to kill. Well, and I had a lot of time to kill, because I don't really mind brute forcing my way through all these little levels and whatnot. So with that in mind, and given the fact that it's an alpha, give it 2 stars, 2 chairs, stars, chairs,
Starry chairs.
starry chairs. Maybe they're like the Hollywood chairs.
The Hollywood chairs
that have the star names on the back.
Come on, Paco. What do we got?
That would be nice.
Yeah, Paco.
I'm Paco now. Cool. No, it's pretty much what Jordan said. It's basically a mix between Night Sky and Dust Force. It's got the mechanics of Dust Force, but you play it like you were playing Night Sky, which is basically just rolling a ball around and trying to get it to specific places while picking up specific things in the way. But like I mentioned earlier, the constantly dying causing the game to crash became a chore at some point, and because the game, it runs really good other than that teeny tiny issue. It caught my attention, but it became a chore having to restart the game every time I died. And I died a lot, so I made it like the 5th level, or the 4th, I don't remember. And so I can't really give it the perfect score here. I'm going to go with Jordan on this one and give it a 2. 2 chairs.
Yes, think what I tell you to.
That's going to give us a 1, 2, and 2, and that'll break down to that. So let's look at our explanation chart. 1 with a nope, 2 with the check it out, and 3. Now, we did have a bit of a discussion before the show, and being an alpha, with some metrics on this and things, I think we are going to sadly give this a 1, but we're giving it a 1.
1 with an asterisk.
An asterisk.
Check this out. Once they're coming out with a new alpha release very soon, so all these problems that Venn and Pedro seem to be having might just go away.
Yeah, they probably will.
I think it'll be all right.
So I would say check it out in a couple days once they release the new version of the alpha.
I think the new version might be worth it. I would like to see a demo, even though it's priced right,
There's a demo.
For Linux?
Yep.
Didn't see that on Desira, but I could be wrong.
It's on their website.
Ah, neat. Definitely check that out then.
Hashbanggames.com.
So we're going to throw that into the mix and into the show notes where you can get a copy of the demo. But if you would like to help them out with the alpha funding, it's $5.99. Yeah. £6. Give them a look. Again, that's at Hashbang Games. Hashbag, I like that. That might even be a more entertaining game. Hashbang Games. And no, Unity Engine, they got some work to do, and they are working on it for an alpha port. Good work on you guys. Like I said, we have to give you that 1 with the asterisks just because we're not necessarily reviewing the game. We're just giving you a performance metrics of how it works during 3 different operating systems with 3 different people on 3 different sets of hardware. So take that for what it is, and that's going to do it for this review.